What in the name of ever-loving Christ is this?
When James Wan first came to me with the idea of M3GAN, I loved it right from the start.
Obviously, all of James Wan's work has helped pave the way for a movie like M3GAN to exist. The marriage of him and Blumhouse is such a natural one.
Blumhouse have just made some of the greatest horror movies in the last 20 years. And James Wan, likewise, just the undisputed master of this genre, especially when it comes to unsettling dolls.
I get accused of being the master of killer doll movies. In those doll films, my dolls don't actually get up and kill anyone. They're usually just vessels for demonic entities. And so I said, well, if people are gonna think of me as a killer doll filmmaker, let's actually do one. And hence the concept of M3GAN was born.
James really wanted M3GAN to be her own person.
Do you think it's true that he's in a better place now? No.
We've seen the demented doll trope before, and it's been done in ways that I love, but I feel like this is a real leap forward in that kind of genre. It's just so sleek.
I just want to be exceedingly clear that this was not my idea.
When we brought Gerard onto the project, it took M3GAN to a whole nother level.
You always start with the gem of an idea, taking it from that stage all the way through to what you see in front of you now. It just takes a clear vision and someone to drive it.
To me, I never really saw M3GAN as a killer doll movie. I saw it as a morality tale for our times about parenting in the 21st century.
Everything's becoming faster and quicker and more advanced.
It's honestly like she's part of the family now. Right.
I think of M3GAN as like a domestic noir. It's a thriller that happens within the home. As far-fetched as some of the scenes felt, all my research pointed to the fact that we're not that far off from having a M3GAN.
He's kind of created a world which is a very normal world that we bring this quite sort of perfect, crazy little character into.
I don't understand how anyone can possibly focus on just actors and lighting, and then now you've got children and puppets and robots. It's just really impressive, and he has such laser focus, and he knows exactly what he wants.
One more that's half that speed. Yep, that's looking great, though.
His passion for M3GAN is so easily seen. I think it helps motivate all of us to kind of make M3GAN the best that we can. Because I think the story's more than just like a robot girl that murders people.
Because we were making a film about computers and artificial intelligence, I didn't want it to feel sterile. I wanted it to feel organic. And so we tried to keep that in balance.
I think the first thing was trying to find some of the locations. We always bought into the idea that we would find locations, not build them. And we ended up building a lot more locations than we ever anticipated.
We're in Pavilion 6 at the Auckland Showgrounds, which we have repurposed as a soundstage.
The practical house has its challenges because you can't move walls. We're lucky enough to be able to build part of our house here on the stage where we could move walls and get cameras into angles that we normally wouldn't be able to achieve. Kim, the production designer, has an amazing ability to bring a description to life with a whole team of construction and set deck and design people.
This crew has been phenomenal, and everyone's been rowing in the same direction, very committed to making sure that we can make this come to life in the coolest way possible.
I'm a huge fan of practical effects. Gerard felt the same way as well, and we lean into the practicality of it.
We've brought together the LED virtual production screens that are behind us just now for M3GAN. It's kind of the bread and butter for LED screens. The ability to capture in camera final pixel ready images with very little requirement for VFX post work to be done.
The balance and the juggle through most of the production has been a combination of the animatronic and just the process to get that up and running. Shooting in New Zealand in winter, in forests, lack of daylight hours, there's been numerous challenges.
We had to create not only M3GAN, but we had to create the toys which Gemma is working on. And thankfully, being in New Zealand, I have Weta Workshop just a phone call away.
I'm here on the set of M3GAN with Bruce, the robot. This is not an animatronic, this is truly a puppet. There are some lights and some batteries and things going on inside here, but as you can see, it's all mechanical stuff.
I've loved working with Gerard and the team in New Zealand. And the crew is so talented. It's absolutely amazing to watch everyone work.
Isn't this great? I wish we had things like this when we were kids.
It's a collaborative process between all departments to try and bring together a comprehensive project, which M3GAN is all about.
Cut. Great.
M3GAN's not a person, Katie. She's a toy.
You don't get to say that. M3GAN, turn on.
I was blown away the first time I saw M3GAN.
Gerard was really adamant about having something that would be this uncanny valley between sort of a toy, sort of a real person.
I'm terrified.
We really wanted to make all of the characters seem quite naturalistic so that when M3GAN's brought into the picture, she really stands out as this kind of pristine, sort of perfect character that, you know, inevitably has flaws.
We've both made mistakes, but I'm willing to wipe the slate clean.
It all starts with a pad and pen and sketching out what we wanted to look like.
Her look is a very sophisticated, kind of unexpected look that you wouldn't expect on a modern high-tech sort of toy doll.
Beautiful. She kills in outfits. So cute and fancy. Like, Mom said, come on, this is a new design here.
Moreau did an amazing job with the design of the animatronic. It was so cool to see puppeteers working behind the scenes to make all the movements happen simultaneously.
I didn't come here to get into a confrontation.
It all gives the impression that it's the same doll, but there's so many different puppets that are required to do all of those actions.
The animatronic is an incredible piece of design.
100%.
There's the challenge of designing all the different doll parts where we can do all the different scenes.
I have a new primary user now. Me.
Very rarely am I working on animatronics for something like M3GAN, where the puppet is the main character of the movie. So all the mechanics have to work very smoothly. There's no room for error.
It's insane, right?
Unbelievable watching this take place. Every little thing is firing at the same time.
I know it's really hard to control the puppet, but the puppet team, they do such a great job, and I love working with them.
It takes 3 people to puppeteer her with the radios. This radio, what you have is your brows. This radio, her eyes can move left and right, up and down. And we have like a sort of fast blinking motion. And then on this radio, this is like the jaw and the lips. So like you can make her look angry. When all of us are using these radios, it's sort of like a symphony. And that's combined with the rod here in the back of the head to give her life.
My job on the film is to handle the physical puppetry of M3GAN, which mainly involves her head. Getting ready for some head rod action.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The sets really aren't built for puppeteering. Paul's a great sport and he has no problem cramming himself into whatever space he can to give M3GAN the best performance.
If you're not uncomfortable, it's not puppetry.
You realized how much the puppeteers were a part of the character of M3GAN because she didn't look like M3GAN if she was controlled by anyone else.
You made her cry.
When you bring a real-life puppet on set, people suddenly react to it in a different way. It's very different when you see that thing sitting there and its eyes turn to look at you and its head turn and it starts talking to you. It is creepy.
I thought we were friends.
You're just looking at this thing and it's as if she has a soul, a very dark soul, and it's just constantly unsettling.
Every single trick was employed to bring M3GAN to life. And Amy was definitely a very instrumental piece.
The puppet, as intricate and cool as it is limited because it's not human.
Playing a robot is extremely fun because it's not something that you get to do every single day.
I was actually up for the role of M3GAN, and they decided I was too tall, but Amy's much better than I would have been.
Oh, Amy is amazing. How could you make this movie if you didn't find someone like that?
When you're in the mask for a long time, the eyes start to fog up, and then that makes it really hard to see in it. We've got hand signals. This means I'm really good, and this is get me out of the mask. I can't handle it anymore. I love working with Amy. She is so sweet and nice, and she's an incredibly talented little girl. #smile.
I've been so blown away by Amy's performance. I just can't get over what this young little person is capable of doing. And the Moreau team honestly has been like one of the most impressive things in the world. It's been a really wonderful experience. M3GAN, turn off. We've had a blast together.
Are you sure?
We'd have Amy performing M3GAN, and she's so talented. M3GAN, your goal is to protect Katie from harm.
Ow, stop, don't! M3GAN starts getting a bit overprotective.
Let's talk about it. Hey, calm down.
Let her go. So she thinks the best way is to just wipe them out.
Amy is a world champion dancer, and she's really enjoying learning all those beats because we're working with Ike Hammond, the stunt coordinator, and she loves anything where it kind of challenges her.
This is the part where you run.
One of the first scenes that we're involved in was M3GAN chasing Brandon through the forest.
I was really impressed with Amy's performance, especially because she was able to do most of the stunts on her own.
She could run on all fours really quickly. She could rise like a cobra without using her hands.
Ow! Let go! She's actually very funny because she's got sarcasm. Before she ripped his hair off, she said, "Are you listening to me, Brandon?"
A big part of making a good horror movie is coming up with really creative deaths.
What's going on?
We have our stunt double on a wire getting pulled into the shed as violent as we can. Go!
That was not supposed to happen.
Hi, Celia, the nosy neighbor, back again. We're in the makeup trailer.
We created a prosthetic that's kind of sat on Laurie's face, which would be the flesh that's underneath her skin. And then we put another prosthetic on top of that. From there, we could cut into that and then blow that open with air.
Action. M3GAN for the dance scene in the hallway where M3GAN ends up killing David.
Oh, shit.
We worked very closely with Jed Brophy, her movement coach.
My dance teacher choreographed a little dance and helped with all of the movement, making sure that it was right, and it was absolutely so fun.
She does a standing backflip with no momentum, and it's creepy as
but playful at the same time, you know, just before she's about to cut someone in half.
Stefan, that played Kurt, really makes that scene what it is just by the palpable, blubbery fear that's going on his face.
How could you do this? How could you kill someone?
We had this plastic tube that wrapped around my neck, and VFX would hit this button, which a compressor would then fire. In some ways, you don't need to act, you just react, and it's very realistic.
Oh my God.
We're practicing the scene where me and Gemma fight. We made a replica of the whole room out of cardboard boxes.
Go.
Then we had pool noodles as the tools.
Ouch.
That was a bit of a challenge, but it was a really fun challenge.
That scene was really fun to do because she, of course, comes across as just a complete badass and a killer.